Metahuman animator markerless motion capture plugin for Unreal. Takes a video and generates motion capture animation both for the body and for the face, and it works really well. So let's have a look at how to get it up and running in Unreal, and we'll also see how we can take that animation, body and face, and bring it over to Maya and apply it to an advanced skeleton character. This requires that you have Unreal 5.8, and you want to make sure that your options is set to include the Metahuman created core data. And then go to the Fab Store and find this plugin and install it to the project. Then we're also going to go to plugins and type Metahuman and make sure we load the Metahuman plugins and do a restart. Let's make ourselves a folder. I'm just going to call it test. Then under tools, we're going to open what's called the live link hub and switch the option menu that currently says live data, switch to capture manager and go add a mono video ingest. And this is where we're going to browse to the video clip. So to find a video clip to work with for this demo, we're just going to head over to TikTok, do a search for dance, and you'll see we get lots of interesting dance clips here. So we'll just grab one of these. This one by Hexa Race will do just fine. So I will right click and say download video. Then we'll jump back into our live link hub and we're going to browse our take directory to the downloads folder. And then we can see our clip is here. We'll hit the button that says add to queue and then hit the button that says start. And that will process the video and it runs really quick. So we'll close that. And next thing now, we'll just right click. And in the Metahuman category, there's something here called the Metahuman Performance. And open that. And in the footage, where we can choose footage, we'll choose the footage that we have processed. Then we can choose what we're going to want. We have the choice to do facial tracking and body tracking, or we can actually do both. So turn both on. And for the face, we can say we want to have a visualization object. See, there's some issues with this version since it is an early release, but here's a workaround. Turn off body tracking for now. That will let you change the visualization object to SKM face and then turn back on the body tracking. So we'll see the skeleton to the representation of the body tracking, and we'll also get this control rig for the face showing here on the left side. All right, so let's go ahead and hit process. And that's going to take a few minutes. Then we are going to hit the button that says export animation, put in the test folder. And here we see we can choose to export face or body. Now it's possible to export both at the same time. That's not going to work when we are going to import it down advanced skeleton. So in this case, we're going to do one by one. So what I'll do it again and choose the names accordingly. So I'll call this first one body animation. Again, hit export animation, same folder. This one I'm going to call face animation. And now we're going to turn off the one that says body. And then we're going to swap over here where it says skeleton mesh and it says SKM body. We're going to change that to SKM face and hit export. And here you can see in the content browser, we have body animation and we have face animation objects. For each one of these, we are going to right click and say asset action export and write out FBX files for these. And what I recommend is that you test out the FBX file before you try applying them to advanced skeleton. So for the body animation, drag and drop it into a new Maya scene and make sure that we're seeing a skeleton that has animation. That's our dancing skeleton there. Make new scene. We're going to test the face animation FBX. Now, in here, we're going to look for something different. It loads up a skeleton, which is the face with all these joints. But what we're looking for is you open an outliner and select that root joint and make sure that it has all these attributes with animation on the root joint. Now, these are all the various control attributes for Metahuman face. So once you know that you have these and they're working, you can go ahead and apply this now to a advanced skeleton character. Let's open advanced skeleton and grab a demo character. We'll go with tuna. And then to apply the body animation, we'll just use the tool in the selectors that is under anim called mocap library. And it's got several subsections here. We'll close them all now just for clarity. We're going to open the one that is motion capture custom. So we'll browse to the folder where we saved out the FBX files. And you'll see we get our two clips here. We're going to grab the one called body animation and hit apply. And there we go. We got our tuna character doing the dancing motion. Okay, so far so good. The next thing is we're gonna apply that face animation as well. There's a button called Add Metahuman Control Panel. So we'll click that. And you see we now get that Metahuman style control panel that can control our character. Then we're going to drag and drop in our face animation clip. However, it's important to be careful with drag and drop to import when you're dealing with multiple skeletons in the scene. So instead of drag and dropping this one, I'm going to actually choose to import and browse to the file. And in the FBX section here, where it says File Content Add, you got to watch out because by default, this is probably set to add an updated animation. So you drag and drop in the skeleton. If it finds the matching skeleton, it'll just replace the animation on that one instead of giving a new one. That's not what we want. So we're going to make sure the file content is set to add and hit import. And once that is imported, we actually don't need to see it. I'll just hide it. But we know it's there. We know it's got all these channels of animation. That is going to be the animation applied to the Metahuman face controllers here. So now just open any of these selectors or pickers. Go to the anim drop-down menu and choose Metahuman Animator. And hit the button that says Connect Face Animation. And there we go. We got the face animation from our motion capture. And that's it. If we now zoom out and have a play, you'll see it's our character dancing with the motion captured body motion and face motion. And one more thing we can do here. If we want to grab the audio file and bring that into Maya, the downloaded audio file was an MP4. So you can manually find a way to convert that to something you can use in Maya, or I'll show you, you can actually do automatic conversion here using a function in Advanced Skeleton. If you go to the anim menu under auto lip sync, hit that button that says enable MP3. That will work with MP4 as well. So if I now go to downloads, grab my TikTok video clip and drag and drop it straight into Maya, you'll see a window just pops up and there we go. The audio is here. And then in order to hit play, make sure your playback speed is set to real time and we'll hit play. And that's how we can get our advanced skeleton rig dancing with motion capture data from a video clip. That's it for this time. I hope you have enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time.